Good morning and welcome to Inside South Florida. I'm Dave Aizer. On our show today, a local prom for children affected by cancer that will blow you away. Plus, heart-healthy tips for your kids by a South Florida doctor. And if you've recently been fired, don't worry. We've got some great advice to help turn things around. That and more as Inside South Florida starts right now. There's a great organization here in South Florida that provides children affected by cancer a once-in-a-lifetime prom experience. And here's the founder of that organization, Brandon Opre. Brandon, it's awesome to have you on the show. How you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me in.
Listen, we got to give you props because what you're doing is amazing. It's an incredible event. Tell us about it, A Prom to Remember.
Oh, my Lord. It's just something that I came up with a few years ago. It was an idea that I had, and it's kind of taken on a life of its own. But we're a little bit of a unique charity, a grassroots charity here in South Florida. And what we do is not only put on a prom for kids, but we like to say we put on the ultimate prom experience, and it's for teenagers battling cancer.
How did you come up with the idea?
I'll tell you, I've been a financial advisor in the South Florida market for 17 years, and dealing more and more with our community and the families, and specifically kids, I came to find out that these kids battling life-threatening illnesses may or may not get to go to their high school prom. So the thought just came to mind one day, and I talked to some friends, and everybody thought it was a great idea, so I just ran with it.
And it's not just some sort of run-of-the-mill dance experience. This is first class all the way.
That's right.
Yeah.
I would say red carpet treatment from beginning to end. We provide everything for the kids, from dresses and tuxedos and shoes and salon services. We give them a true red carpet experience at the Ritz-Carlton in Fort Lauderdale, and just put on one magical night for these kids.
So give me a reaction or two that's fresh in your mind from previous proms where you've spoken to a kid or you've just seen a smile on their face. That has to be, I would imagine, so worthwhile for you.
The stories that I hear personally are overwhelming, and I mean, it's hard to imagine what these kids go through on a day-to-day basis, but from the nursing staff to the parents, they say, my kid's going through a difficult time in their life. I haven't seen them smile like this in a long time. So just to hear those words and to see the pictures and these kids having a great time is truly a blessing.
We're going to talk in a few minutes with Alexandra, a girl who actually went to one last year. She's going to another one, and I've already spoken to her, and she loves you guys, and she's so appreciative of what you guys have done. So you should feel good about that. I mean, it's really amazing.
Yeah, thank you. And the idea is spreading. We've gotten proms now in Cleveland, and we're starting one in Boston in June. So the idea is catching on, and people are coming to us and asking us how to do it.
Just don't tell LeBron that this is happening in Cleveland, too, because we don't want him to have any reason to go there, and I'm afraid he will. And speaking of which, you get a lot of celebrities, right, that come to the proms.
We do, and unfortunately it's not LeBron because they're usually in the playoffs,
right.
And I can't take the night off to attend the prom, but we do get local celebrities, and a lot of the Dolphins players come and help out, and former Olympians and things like that. So
yeah, it's great. The community gets involved, and you're actually adding a wrinkle. There's a pep rally, right, this year?
That's right. So in addition to expanding into other cities, we're doing a pep rally. It's about a month before the prom this year, and the idea is to bring the families of the kids together, because prom night's all about the kids. So this is an event where we can bring the families together, the siblings, and display the fashions of prom and tuxedo styles and whatnot. So it's kind of to get everyone excited about the prom.
If people are watching now and inspired, and how could they not be, and they want to get involved, how can they do that?
Well, a couple ways. You can call our 800 number. It's 877-385-PROM, P-R-O-M. Or visit our website, apromtoremember.org. And we're always open to helpers and donations and getting local businesses involved.
What you're doing is awesome. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. Continued best of luck with it.
Great.
And we're going to bring out Alexandra, who's going to be going to the prom this year.
All right. Great. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so this is Alexandra Orzek, and the first thing we have to do is knock on wood and say congratulations, because we're in remission right now, cancer-free, right?
Yes.
All right, so that's awesome. So keep that up, first of all. Let's talk about A Prom to Remember. I know that you went last year. You're going again this year. Tell me about how much fun it was last year.
Well, first I was really shy at first, and then a couple of people did get me up on the dance floor, and after that I had a blast.
Yeah.
It was just amazing.
Your mom was telling telling me that the dance floor was packed.
Yes, it was pretty much no room. You had to squish around, but it was still really fun.
And they really do the whole thing the right way, right? They take you there on a fancy ride, and they really spoil you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that must have been kind of neat. How was that for you?
It was fun.
Yeah, what was, of all the cool things that happened, give me the one or two best things that happened.
I don't really know. Everything was really just really fun.
A tie for first place all the way around. And you made some new friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to go again this year.
Yeah.
How cool, by the way, that you get to go to 2 proms. I went to one and mine was terrible, so I actually would like a do-over, so I'm jealous. But that's really fun. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah? What? And I know that you don't know what you're going to wear yet, but there's like a whole process where you get to pick it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Explain that to me. How does that work?
Well, we make an appointment and we go to a dress place and we try on just a bunch of dresses and then we just pick one out.
Yeah, and you don't pay for it, right?
No.
So that's great. You just walk in, get whatever you want. Yeah, it's like, someone else will take care of the bill.
Yeah.
So do you have an idea right now what you're thinking you want to look like, what you want to wear? No. You're just going to walk in and go, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you busted out any dance moves in preparation for this year? Are you working on any cool stuff?
No.
No, don't do this, by the way. That's dorky. Don't do that.
It'll just come out eventually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the whole experience like? So you get there, I'm sure some people are probably, like you said earlier, are probably a little more quiet than others.
Yeah.
Right? So tell me about when you get there. What's it like?
Well, you go into the lobby and then when you get into the elevator, it's just packed and you're squishing in and there's a person, she has to open up this box to press the floor. It's number 4, the floor, and it's just, you go in and you walk down this red carpet and there's football players and Stanley C. Panther from the Florida
Panthers. Sure.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And then you get interviewed from Deco Drive. And
sure.
It's just crazy.
Deco Drive, almost as cool as the interview you're doing right now. Right?
Yeah.
Almost as cool. So much fun. The best thing ever. It sounds great. So here's kind of a fun question. If you could bring anyone with you as your prom date, you know how people always they invite Channing Tatum or whomever to go to prom. Like, who would be your person that you would call up and be like, come to prom with me?
Well, I'd probably just pick all my friends that have been there for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't really go for someone famous because they're just out there doing their thing and they're just, yeah.
What a great answer. And by the way, I'm so glad that you said that because I was worried you were thinking that I could make it happen. And I can't at all. So I'm glad you did not choose a celebrity. But what a great answer. Sounds like a lot of fun. Have a great time. The last thing I would ask you is if anyone's watching and they're in a similar position as you were and maybe they're thinking they might want to do this, what advice would you tell any kids about coming and doing this?
Well, I just tell them just do it. It's like your opportunity to do it, and it's just fun, and it's like one in a lifetime chance to go ahead and do it.
Except for you. For you, it's 2 in a lifetime. Yeah, right? Maybe 3 in a lifetime next year. So awesome to meet you. Keep doing great, and have a great time at the prom, okay?
Okay.
All right, there you go. Nice to meet you. Thank you, Alexandra and Brandon. When we come back, how to tell if your children are suffering from heart problems and what you can do about it. Stick around.